With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Man, I'm gonna go cry.
If you think that Dave is if you think that Dave is an important key to saving Shael, then we need Dave.
Let's go get Dave.
So is it fair to say that the three of you kind of turn around and start headed back towards Katai?
Yep.
Yes.
On your way back into Katai, you get maybe like halfway back, and you actually run into Dave.
Fantastic.
He sees the three of you, and his eyes get so big, and he looks so excited, and he's carrying you don't know how he's doing it, but he has a barrel under each arm, and he's a dwarf, but like, it's it's a sight.
Oh gosh.
And he's so excited, and he says, I found my barrels. I found a good barrel supplier before I even left town. I didn't even have to go to Wolf Pine. I didn't have to go, and I'm gonna see if I can catch this one and the purple one.
That's a really good idea because we actually super need your help with the storm.
What?
Yeah, we don't know why, but we definitely do.
I am so excited right now. I'm ready. Let's go. Do we need anything else? Let's go.
I think we got everything.
Yeah, we got Dave. We're good.
Yeah, the potion is in those barrels, right?
Oh yeah, it's ready to go. All I gotta do is huck it at a storm, and we're good.
Okay, Dave. But listen, we do need you, but we're gonna need you to stay towards the back, and don't throw any barrels or potions at any storms until we give you the okay.
What if you all get knocked out and you can't give me the okay to throw the barrels?
Then we'll need you to make a judgment call, Dave.
Yes, but only if we're all knocked out.
Yes.
And try to shake us first.
Yeah, do try to wake us up first, yes.
Okay. But you're gonna let me throw the barrels at some point, right?
Yes.
We're not just gonna get there and you're gonna be like, Dave, we got this, hang back. We'll tell you when we need you. And then you defeat the whole storm right in front of me and make me watch and not do it. That's not gonna happen, right, guys?
No.
No.
Is Rhakna lying?
She doesn't know yet.
Alright.
She's just keeping the options open in her head.
Okay. He says, yeah, well, okay. Alright. Let's go catch us a storm.
First, have a power bar.
I hope you get a berry and nut flavor one.
That's all I have left is berry and nut, so I'm sorry.
You still had berry and nut left?
Triggus knew in his heart that you wanted garlic, no matter what you said.
I'm in real life, I'm blushing right now. I feel really embarrassed.
So Dave kind of looks up at you, Triggus, and he kind of grins and he says, well, I'd be happy to take a power bar, but you're gonna have to stick it in my mouth because my hands are around these big giant barrels.
So Triggus just puts a power bar in Dave's mouth.
Dave, do you want some help carrying those? I'm really big and strong.
He is chewing his mouthful of power bar, and he kind of just shakes his head no and grunts. I don't care. Through his power bar.
Okay, just let us know if you're choking or anything.
He nods. And true to his word, he does kind of stick, behind y'all as you travel. He He's a little slower than you guys anyhow, so he falls back a little bit, but not like to the point where he's struggling to keep up or anything. You all start headed towards the storm, and the closer you get, the more signs you see that you're getting closer. It starts off, maybe the air gets a little colder. The wind kind of picks up a little bit. As you get even closer, it starts to rain, and you can hear in the distance in front of you occasional like thunder, and you can see green lightning. It's the green actually is really weird. The closer you get, the brighter the kind of illumination of the storm gets. It's a little strange. It's like a leaf green glow, and it's just kind of like filling the air itself, basically. That and the flashes of the green lightning kind of illuminate the area. Everything is just very strange green color. And Dave is getting like increasingly excited as you enter towards the storm. And pretty soon it gets quite bad. It gets to the point where we're going to consider it difficult terrain, which means that your movement speed is cut in half.
Should we put on our ponchos?
Well, we've got our cloaks on.
Okay. Does anybody have an umbrella?
I think a storm would shred an umbrella.
Okay. Does anybody need to... Rhakna, do you need to say a prayer? A storm prayer?
I don't know very many storm prayers. No, I think nope. I'm good.
All right, that's totally fair. You continue forging on through the storm, and you get to the point where it's actually quite loud. The wind is whipping everywhere, and leaves and debris are flying through the air, which kind of makes it difficult to see. It's cold, and it's rainy, and there's rumbling thunder, and it's accompanied by occasional green lightning. And kind of your visibility, it seems pretty low. It's hard to see through the storm. At one point, Dave kind of shouts, "Look up there!" And if you look in front of you, you can kind of see the green glowing center of the storm. And it's like this big green ball of light, kind of. It looks like maybe it's made up of leaves and sticks and things like that, but it's surrounded by this green glowing energy that's filling the air around you. And you also see a bit of a terrifying sight. You see what look like 4 different elementals guarding around the outside of the green glowing light. And you see a big giant earth elemental. You see a water elemental. It's causing like the rain and the storminess. The earth guy is kind of causing the ground to tremble as you're going, which is part of what makes it your difficult terrain. You've got the air elemental, who's causing the wind to be blowing around wildly, and then you have the fire elemental, which is causing the lightning flashes and strikes.
Hey, Dave, you don't need to get any closer to throw the barrel, right? You could just do it from here, probably. Yeah?
Yeah, I could throw it from here if I needed to. Yeah.
But what if these bad guys catch the barrel and then we're lost?
Well, he's got a backup, right?
Yeah, that's why I got 2 of them.
Oh, you got 2 of them?
1 under each arm.
Maybe we should talk to these guys first.
No, Triggus.
And just introduce ourselves and kind of give them a little bit of our backstory.
I don't think they're very good listeners.
I love that that's the line of reasoning that we go with. They're not very good listeners.
They're not good listeners.
Yeah, are we gonna try to throw the barrels at the elementals, or just straight for the light?
We can do both.
Oh, I think just the light, just one. We should just try one as a practice.
Yeah, Dave, could you hit the light from here?
Yeah, I probably could if one of those elementals doesn't, stop it from getting in there first.
Okay, what would happen if you throw the first barrel at the elementals and then the next barrel at the light?
Well, I bet if I threw a barrel at an elemental, the potion would react. It could either make the elemental get sucked into the bottle completely, or it could make them stronger. I'm not really sure.
Oh no.
we should probably save the barrels and try to take out the elementals ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Well, we got a little bit of everything. Does anybody have any spells that are super effective against any of those elements?
I can't do magic, so no.
Cool. What about your buddy? What is he? Is he?
Your buddy.
What's his? I forgot his name.
Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh, right.
I mean, I don't think Gemini is magical. I don't think he can do magic. Right, Gemini?
Gemini pops out of your pocket. Or your sheath that you have him in. You can see him struggling a little bit against the wind.
No.
And he goes, whoa, what's going on out here? It's gonna be real hard to do some stabbing and this kind of stuff. Where'd you bring me? Who's this guy?
Sorry.
What, are we gonna stab the barrel?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. We gotta fight a storm.
Listen, if you get rid of this wind, I'll be real helpful, but... And he's like normally he kind of floats beside you, but now he's like drifting a little and you can see him fighting.
Hey.
Like he's actively fighting the wind.
Why don't you get back in my sheath so you don't blow
Oh
away?
yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm super sad I can't be stabbing in this one. Oh, man, I'm gonna go cry. And he struggles his way back into your sheath.
You hear a light sobbing.
Yes. Yes, you do.
If we take care of the air elemental, then maybe he could come out and do some stabbing.
Yeah, the more people that we can get in this fight, I think the better. But maybe we should aim for the air elemental first.
Yeah.
But can I hear me out? What if I cast suggestion on the air elemental and suggest that he take his friends and leave?
I'm not against this plan.
You could try it, yeah.
It's worth a shot. Does that use one of your spell slots?
Yeah, so
Okay, it's not a
Cantrip.
No.
what's it?
not a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
meant.
it's
Thank you.
It does take up a spell slot. It's a second level spell slot.
Okay, I want to try.
Yeah.
You do have everybody has all your spell slots and hit points back because you did rest
Nice.
since the beginning of this. So if you were down hit points or spell slots, they are back now.
Okay. So this says on this spell, you suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. I don't know if they could understand me.
Yeah, what do elementals
So-
speak?
They each actually, I'm going to say you would know this. All of you would know this. We're going to say it's common knowledge. They each speak their own language. The only one you'll be able to communicate, I would guess, is the water elemental, which speaks Aquan.
Oh, let's talk to him.
The earth elemental speaks Terran, and then the air is Orin. Fire is Ignan.
Oh,
So, you would be able to use suggest on the water elemental, but none of the others.
okay. So it says I can't ask the creature to harm itself, basically. And then the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability.
All right. Triggus, have you ever cast this spell before?
No, I have not.
Ooh,
This is
so-
one of my new ones, and this is I got to take 2 spells from any class, and this is a warlock 2nd level enchantment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us what it looks like when you cast this spell.
I do like a little curtsy and look toward the water elemental, and I wink. And as I wink, like this really pretty drop of beautiful aquamarine water comes from my eye and then goes directly to the water elemental. And it's like a little hug, a water hug.
That's adorable.
From my eye.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay. So the water elemental needs to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes. Oh, but I have to tell it first what I want it to do?
Yes. Suggest it first, and then I make the throw.
Okay. Hi. Nice to meet you. My name is Triggus Garganath, son of the sea. I have a feeling that we are probably related. I love your outfit. I love the water theme, of course. What would be super helpful right now is if you and your friends could could take leave so that we can do, some saving. We need to save our friend. Thank you, signed Triggus Garganath.
So, Triggus, what is your spell save DC?
13.
13. Okay, so this water elemental has to do a wisdom saving throw of 13 or better.
Okay.
And it did not. It failed. So, Triggus, your command sentence, you asked the water elemental to take its friends and leave. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So Triggus, you cast this spell. The water elemental is one of the front. So like they're kind of making a square around the green ball of light. It's like earth and water in front, and then behind them is the fire and the air. So water was up front and closer. You cast this spell. The water elemental, you see this kind of like the shape of the storm change a little bit, like the rain goes a little differently, and you all get the feeling that that's kind of the water elemental's way of communicating with the other elementals who it doesn't share a language with. And so it kind of is like shaping the rain differently. It's still a pretty bad storm that you're in the center of. It's still like raging around you. But what happens is the storm, it's almost as if they were like in a marching formation. The 4 elementals with the green light in the middle. And the storm was just surrounding all of it. And it stops moving forward as the spell hits the water elemental. And then the whole unit of it, including the green light in the middle, starts moving in the other direction, back to where it came from.
Yes.
No, Triggus, not yes.
It's awesome. It worked.
But they're taking the green light with it.
Oh no, guys, wait. P.S. We'd like you to leave the light because that's my friend, Shael. And we haven't seen each other in a long time. So, well, I saw her in a dream, but I'm not sure if it wasn't real, but she's in there and it's really stuffy and she's uncomfortable. She's not hungry, but she needs us and she misses me so bad.
Triggus, it's a little late for that, I think.
So, Triggus, you can drop your spell at any time you would like.
Stopping it. How do I dice? Okay, nope. I rolled a nat 20.
You don't have to dice.
But
you just have to tell me that you're dropping this spell.
Okay, dropping it.
Okay, yeah.
Kai, you shouldn't have done that, I don't think.
I didn't do anything.
So now the storm has moved backwards a little bit. When Triggus drops the spell, the whole unit starts moving towards you again.
Is it possible, could I do like an insight check or something? I would like to see, I want to know, I feel like this is going to sound silly. I want to know how all 5 of them are feeling. Like if they're angry and that's why they're doing a storm, or if they're like having a ball and they're just misunderstood. Is there some way I can do that?
So I'm not gonna let you do an insight check on 5 different creatures at once.
Okay.
I will let you choose one of them.
Green light.
Okay, perfect. Roll me your insight check.
5. -1.
Rhakna, the green light is you don't get any you don't sense any kind of emotion from it at all. It's just to you are sensing it as just a green light as the center of this storm. You don't sense any anger, you don't sense any fear, you don't sense any emotion.
Well, there goes my plan.
Sorry.
Nope, that's cool. Are the elementals considered humanoids?
I'll say yes. They're considered.
Let me put it this way. This is the 3rd idea in line, so it's not the greatest, but I have. So, 3rd idea in line. I have a spell called Hold Person. The target must succeed. It has to be a humanoid that I can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. And then at the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom saving throw. And on a success, the spell ends on the target.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, that we will classify these elementals as humanoid for the purposes of this spell.
So I'm not sure if I would know this, but paralyzed, would that also mean unable to storm? Or is that just like sitting still?
You're not exactly sure what will happen as far as that portion of it goes.
Okay. I guess I'll just try it on the I want to try it on the light, but I feel like we're gonna find out here in a second that that's not Shael or something, and I don't know. I mean, does it seem fishy to anyone else? Okay, just... Or is it just because I couldn't feel emotions because I rolled bad?
Well, everything seems fishy to Triggus, so I can't answer that.
Nice.
Okay, well, all right.
I know you would like to target Shael,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't see her. You can see the green ball of light in the center, but you can't see Shael herself.
Okay, then I'll try the water elemental.
Okay. Sorry, I just realized that as I was reading it.
No, that's fine.
Okay. You're casting it on the water elemental. What does it look like?
So this is one that I think Talon would have taught her, so it's not something ridiculous. He would have just shown her, like, the correct way to cast it. So, she reaches out with both hands towards the elemental and like balls up her fists like she's trying to like grab and pull at them. And then at the end, because this is Talon, she reaches out and she grabs for them and like pulls her fists back towards her and then bumps her two fists together.
Like a Hulk smash.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. And which elemental are you casting it at?
The water elemental.
Okay. So it has to roll a wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Is a 10.
10. Okay, got it. Okay, the water elemental rolled a 12.
Oh.
So the spell kind of like bounces off of them. And at this point, having had two spells flung at it, I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative.
I was wondering when that was coming. I was like, we're just like throwing spells at these guys.
Yeah, like at first they were kind of just ignoring you. Like Triggus' spell was pretty harmless. They were far enough away still, but now that it's had two things done to it, we're rolling for initiative.
11.
3.
18. Oh, plus 1. 19.
Oh, wait. Plus 4, right? My initiative score is 4, so I would add the 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay.
Yay.
So I have to roll for 5 people.
Wait, what did you roll? What did you add?
Next to your armor class.
Oh, I got 12 then.
Sweet. After Rhakna flings her spell at the water elemental, the elementals now kind of turn their attention on your party, where before they probably were just gonna march kind of right past you or over you, as the case may be. Now they've noticed you. Okay, so the air elemental is gonna go first, and it's going to create a whirlwind in the area, and everyone in the elemental space must make a strength saving throw, and this is including the other elementals actually.
Oh.
16.
Okay.
3.
3.
Oof.
Twins.
So Triggus, Kai, Dave, the fire elemental, and the earth elemental all failed their throws. You guys are all gonna take... You're each taking 20 points of damage.
Whoa.
And Kai and Triggus, you are flung, and Dave as well, you are flung 20 feet away, and you are knocked prone.
Cool, so I'm at 11.
Do
Okay.
any of the elementals take additional damage, like as a weakness or anything?
They do not take any additional damage from the air.
Darn.
Everyone who did save So Rhakna, this is going to be you, and everyone else takes half damage on that. So that's going to be 10 damage to you as well.
Okay.
And then 10 to the other elementals.
Feel like we should have tried a little more talking.
Next is the fire elemental's turn.
I thought my 19 was real cool, but but 2 guys still went before me.
The fire elemental is holding his turn because he's not close enough to hit anybody. And so that means Rhakna, it's your turn.
Okay, so the 3 of them were knocked away from me. How far away are we talking right now?
20 feet.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
The first level version, so I can bless up to 3 creatures of my choice. When they make an attack roll or a saving throw, they can add 1d4, and that's going
Nice.
on Triggus and Kai and Dave.
Nice.
So he gets an additional d4 to his saving throws.
Yes, on attack rolls or saving throws, all 3 of them, they can add 1d4.
Nice. And how long does that last?
A minute. I am going to finish out my turn, I'm going to move as close as I can to everybody else. So I'm guessing that's 15 feet, right? Half of what my normal speed would be.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get up close to everyone else, but still try and keep myself between them and the elementals as much as that's possible. And I'm going to take a defensive stance.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so next is the Earth Elemental, and Triggus, you're on deck after that.
Okay.
The Earth Elemental is also going to hold his turn, and it's Triggis's turn.
Okay, how far away from all the elementals am I?
You are 20 feet away.
Oh, 20 feet away. So, if I was to cast Shatter towards them, would that affect Shale? Because it says each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution save. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much on a success. A creature of inorganic material has disadvantage on the save.
So because it's a sphere, you could choose to center it on one of the elementals without also getting the green light in the center.
Okay.
But you couldn't focus it on any more than that. Does that make sense? Because they're standing in a square.
Right.
And so like your sphere could overlap one of them, but if it overlaps 2 of them, it's also grabbing the center, which has the green light in it. Does that make sense shape-wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can target one of them.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna cast it on the fire guy.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Let's see. So, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Ooh, he does not save from it.
Nice.
So
So
you
he
get him.
takes 3d8 thunder damage.
Nice. All right, so at the fire elemental, you're casting the shatter. Will you roll those 3d8s for your damage?
Yep.
It's the pyramid one, yep.
Pyramid.
Yep, you just had it in your hand.
Okay, this one?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. 3,
Okay.
1,
Oh,
and 7.
the fire guy takes 11 damage.
Nice. And can I also... I have a bonus action.
Okay.
Can I give... Did you already go?
Mm-mm.
Can I give Kai Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, Oh, here. Bardic Inspiration. Here's the bear.
Aww.
You don't forget to use it.
Triggus has cast Bardic Inspiration on Kai. And would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Stand up. I don't think I want to move closer. Do I
Okay,
move
you can
closer? Just stand up.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're standing Triggus, you're still 20 feet away,
Mhm.
and you cast Shatter successfully on the fire elemental. All right, Kai, it is your turn.
Okay.
You
Does
are
standing up,
prone.
that takes the whole movement, right?
Half. Prone takes half, and it was already halved by the
Storm.
storm, so you have 7.5. If you stand up, you'll have 7.5 feet of movement left.
Okay. So I'm gonna stand, and then I'm going to hide in like a nearby bush or something.
Okay. I like that. So we're gonna have you make a check for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
Alright. 18.
18, definitely.
Yeah, I just want to like duck to the side and like hide behind a tree or a bush or something.
All right. And it is now Dave's turn, and he's like this whole time he's kind of been like he's watching a ping pong match. I mean, he's got these barrels under his arms. He's a sight, but he's having like the best day of his life. And he's like practically jumping up and down, and on his turn he is still kind of like he got flung, so he stands up. He managed to hang on to the barrels, and he somehow manages to stand up, and he's like, what did I do?